Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. If someone is there watching, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? I'm just adjusting things here. We have, okay, of the 5 of you watching, can somebody in the chat room give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me talking? 3, 2, 1. Can't hear voice. Pirlo says, yes, I can hear the voice. Oh, I have 2 that say yes, they can hear the voice. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. What about the piano? Do you guys hear the piano too? I think so. I'm going to say yes. I'm just going to talk and assume that you all can hear me. So yeah. Hi everybody. I am Glenn Zaleski, and I just wanted to go live for you this afternoon. I had somewhat of a free afternoon, and I was kind of set up here in my apartment in Brooklyn, so I decided to just play a bit for you and maybe announce a few things. It's December 1st, and it's into the holiday season, so I do have a sort of holiday announcement I'd like to make. Oh, yes. Okay, so yes, we can hear me and the piano. Thank you, everybody, for your feedback. I have to say, the most difficult things about these live streams is not really playing or talking. I just making sure all the audio is working. Because I'm sitting here in a room by myself talking, and I just hope that you all can hear me. It's a big leap of faith, but it's all good. So, okay, yeah, it's December 1st, and it's into the holiday season. I have a few things that I do want to announce. Maybe you can guess. If you were here in the introduction, you might guess what it is I want to announce. But before I do that, I'm just going to kind of play a little bit and loosen up. And hey, this is kind of a free afternoon. I don't really have... I have a few things in mind, but basically I'm just going to play. So if anyone has any questions or requests, I'm here. I'm yours. So yeah, questions, requests, anything, feel free to type it in the chat, and I can read the messages over here. And somebody said album. That actually is not the announcement. Unfortunately, I don't have an album coming up. But if you were here at the very beginning of this live stream, I was playing my last album, Star Dreams, and I just finished the first 2 songs on that album. You heard I Wish I Knew, and then you heard 2 Days. And then the next song that was about to play was a beautiful song written by the great Cecile McLaurin-Salvant. I wasn't going to play it, but I'm going to play it because it's so appropriate. The 3rd track on my last album, Star Dreams, is called Monday. And it's written by the great Cecile McLaurin-Salvant, who is just as good as it gets and just a great friend. And yes, he wrote this beautiful song called Monday. And today is Monday. And that would have been the next song on the album. So I am going to play Monday. This is a really nice song. We had played this. We used to play this in Cecile's band several years ago. I mean, it's an old song of hers. But when we played it, we usually would play a very short version. Kind of maybe the melody and then maybe one chorus and then the melody out. But I had always wanted to play a long piano solo on it. So I figured, well, if I want to do that, I have to record it on my own album. So that's why I decided to record it. It's just a great song. And I'm going to try it out for you now, even though I haven't played it in quite a long time. So, okay, here's Monday by Cecile McLaurin-Salvant on Monday. Okay, that was Monday. That was Monday. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting my tea. My afternoon tea. Barry's tea. Okay. Has anyone ever heard that song before? That's the third song on my last record, Star Dreams. That's a nice record that I'm proud of. And hey, since I'm here in my apartment, I'm going to show you something that could be yours. Here it is. This is the record, Star Dreams, and this is a vinyl. This is what a vinyl looks like, a cover of the vinyl. And hey, it can be yours at if you buy it on my website. It sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm unable to ship internationally. It sounds like, what do we have here? Pirlo, will I ever tour in France or Europe? I sure hope so. No plans at the moment, unfortunately. And also, this LP I just held up, I'm unable to ship internationally. But if you're in the US and you're looking for a holiday gift for yourself or for the Glenn Zaleski fans in your life, I'm going to hold it up one more time. Hold it up for the world to see. This is it. This is the album. You can get it on my website, glennzaleski.com. And there, you can hear the song Monday that I just played for you, in addition to several other songs. It's nice to play Monday on Monday. It is Monday. Okay, I'm going to just play a little more, and then I'm going to get to some stuff that I wanted to share with you. But I mean it about the request or the questions or anything. So anybody out there, if you have a request, a question, please let me know, okay? Requests. Pirlo, thank you. UMMG or Conception? Man, those are great songs. I'm going to definitely play at least one of those. Okay, here I go. Okay, of course that was All the Things You Are. There are some little key changes in there that I used to do with my brother Mark. My brother Mark Zaleski and I used to play standards gigs, and we would play key change games. And that one, any song that starts in the relative major and ends in the relative minor, or it starts in the relative minor and ends in the relative major, if you get to the, if you made this minor, then you end up a minor third, and you can kind of cleverly change keys that way. So I tried to do that just now, although I did mess up when I was in the key of D. I hope nobody noticed that. I'm sure this very hip audience did notice, so I had to do that one again. Okay, now I had a nice request for UMMG or Conception. I'm going to play, I don't know. I'm just going to start playing and then see what happens. I'm definitely going to play one of those. UMMG by Billy Strayhorn. Thank you for that request. That is a great, great tune. And something that you could probably tell this piano is kind of new to me, and I have something on this piano that I didn't have before, which is a middle pedal. And when I was playing that, I was using the middle pedal. So the middle pedal is like a freeze pedal. I can play this chord, then press the middle pedal, and then... So this chord holds, but the other ones don't. I think that's a very, very cool pedal that is definitely underused. Somebody who uses it very well is one of all of our heroes, Sullivan Fortner. Actually, I remember I saw him play UMMG at the Vanguard, probably like 7 years. It was the before times. It was before the pandemic, and the first tune in the set he played UMMG, and he was using the middle pedal all over the place. And I saw him after the set, and I said, "Man, you came out the gate with the middle pedal." It was great. Another pianist I've heard use the middle pedal really well is Paul Cornish. Big Paul Cornish fan here, and he does some cool stuff with pedals and the middle pedal. Yeah, check it out. Middle pedal, UMMG. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, wow, we have a lot of... another request. If you could see me now. Martin. Oh, my gosh, Martin from Ukraine. Wow. You know, it's crazy, Martin. Thank you so much. This was, I think, in 2018. Martin reached out to me, and I played a few very, very memorable concerts in Ukraine. One in Kiev and one in Odessa. And thank you to Martin for setting that up. And yes, what a sad state. It's hard to imagine that happening now. But yeah, Martin, we never actually met. Yeah, what a wonderful time that was. There was a bustling city and a bustling jazz scene, and let's hope that it can return to that again soon. Let's see, and another request here. Whisper Not. Aiden. Hey, Aiden. Aiden has a question. Okay, great. Okay, Whisper Not, if you could see me now. And Aiden asks, wow, thanks for being here, Aiden. Ideas on creating full, thick voicings and how to double notes in a chord without it being redundant or doubling too many notes. Wow. Okay, so here comes a piano question. Okay, I'm going to answer this piano question, and then I'm going to get to my little agenda. So, you know, I am not such a stickler for doubling. I think that doubling, you know, if you, it's an interesting situation on piano. So if you are arranging for, you know, 5 horns or something, 4 horns, you have a limit. Wait, let me backtrack. Actually, I don't want to say something that I mean. This is a hard question. I don't want to say something that I don't want to say something out in the world here, and then someone will come in and play a bunch of sloppy voicings, and then say Glenn Zaleski said it's okay, because I don't mean that. But I'm not a stickler for doubling insofar as I don't think a good voicing is determined by whether or not it has doubles. Or when I'm playing, how do I say this? I think when you're playing the piano, what's more important is how you play the notes rather than what you play. If you're arranging and you're putting it down on paper and you mean it for all time, then you know you want to be sure that the grammar is good, so to speak, that the voicings are clear. But when you're improvising, really, there's a you can play almost anything, but if you play it with the right feel and the right focus on melody, you can get away with a lot. And if you're improvising, like if I was going to play UMMG, I mean, that was kind of free, but it worked because the melody was clear. Or who can I say it worked? How can I say it? Maybe some people didn't like it. But, here's one more specific thing I can say about doubling. Rather than, okay, so one thing I want to say is, when you're playing, you can get away with a lot if the melody is always clear. So don't be trying to edit yourself in real time, as it were. Focus on the melody, and if the melody is always clear, you can have a certain kind of sloppiness in your voicings, and it will be okay, as long as the rhythm and the melody is good. Now, a more specific orchestrational device about doubling is particularly egregious below middle C. So if I'm trying to play, a D flat chord, if I have an F here, let me see. If I let's say I play this. I feel like this F below middle C is particularly egregious, but you have more flexibility in the upper register. So kind of like above middle C. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say I have a C chord, or that all sounds good. You're not going to get muddy over C. So if I'm playing like a G sus chord, that all kind of sounds good. You're above middle C, and in the treble register, doubling is not so offensive. But if I did that same thing down here, you see what kind of trouble we're in. It's not. What I want to summarize in all this is that when we're assessing our own playing and trying to assess whether or not our playing is working, usually it's not the doubled notes in our voicings that are the problem. It's not like, oh, I'm doubling too many notes, that's why I don't sound good. Right? When I say it out loud, it sounds obvious. Like, oh yeah, the reason I don't sound good playing this blues is because I have too many double notes in my F7 chord. Like, of course that's not true. That's why I tend not to focus on doubling as a primary issue. It's not as big of an issue as other things that come up. Usually it's rhythmic misunderstandings or not really hearing a melody. That's more likely to be a problem. But if your rhythm is good and the melody is clear, then a double or two is really not going to be such a big problem. But if you do want an answer regarding doubling, be particularly wary of how you use the lower register. And that's going to be in your left hand. So the left hand is hard to play for a bunch of reasons. One, because it's not our dominant hand. But two, the lower register is more prickly to deal with. Down here, you don't really want maybe this E in this register. Maybe you prefer to have this E up here. But in the upper register, that third is not so offensive, maybe. But there's also plenty of times when lower register notes can sound good if that's the effect that you want. I'm thinking of like Bobby Timmons. Okay, Bobby Timmons playing kind of block chords. he would just play that, and he's doing that on purpose, because that's the effect. That's the meat and potatoes effect. So yeah, Aiden, unfortunately, I can't answer that question specifically because it's definitely case by case, but hopefully that gives you some food for thought overall. Hey, this brings me to my next thing. I did have somewhat of an agenda today. So I haven't gone live on YouTube for a while, but I do go live just like this once a month on my Patreon page. And actually, I wanted to announce something in particular. Here we go. Woo! So if you enjoy this kind of casual conversation and Q&A and piano tips, I've been doing this every month on my Patreon page for the past 4.5 years. Actually, 4.5 years. I started in April 2020. So we do this once a month, and I get a lot of questions, and we really get into the weeds with piano stuff like this, and I take requests and etc. It's really just like this, but a little more personal. And this is a very exciting month because, as you can see here, now I'm offering it's a big sale. I hate to be such a salesman on here, but this would be a good time if you've been on the fence regarding joining my Patreon page. Now would be a good time to sign up because the whole page is 50% off. And I have to say, full price is a pretty good deal, but 50% off is like a really, really good deal. So you can access, but it's 50% off for an annual membership. But there's a lot of stuff on there. So, a year is you might want to spend a year going through the material there. And this is a holiday sale. It lasts until December 28th, so just after Christmas. And you can buy it for yourself. And also, Patreon now offers gift memberships. So maybe if you really want to check out what's happening in the Patreon page, and your mom or dad, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or someone says, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Maybe you could tell them, I want a subscription to Glenn Zaleski's Patreon page. Or maybe you have a Glenn Zaleski fan in your life, or just a jazz piano fan in your life that would like some kind of exclusive content just like this. I think a Patreon subscription would be a pretty good idea, and it's pretty reasonable now, 50% off. So the tiers are normally $5, $10, and $15. So you can join for as low as $2.50 a month. So what's that, like 15? Well, $25 for a year. It's pretty good. So check it out. And yes, these live streams that I do are only for members. And they're also all archived. So if you miss it one month, you can go back and watch the previous month. And actually, in a minute, I'm going to show you around inside the page just so you can see what it looks like. But a few more questions here. More My One and Only Love. Great. Do I give Zoom lessons? I do give Zoom lessons. At the moment, I'm not taking any new private students, but I do have a waiting list. So if anyone out there is interested in a private lesson, I do offer Zoom lessons or in-person lessons. And you can email me at lessons@glennzaleski.com, and I can add you to the waiting list. But about that, for now, especially with this 50% discount, if you subscribe to the masterclass tier at my Patreon page, you can get way, way more information than I could ever give in one private lesson. And these are things that I always go over in every private lesson with everybody. And you can get them for a fraction of the cost. Literally less than half the cost of a private lesson. You can get 10 times the information I could ever give in one lesson. So even though I'm unable to take new private students at the moment, if it's information you're after, I would really recommend checking out these videos. And actually, on that note, I think I'm going to show you around. I haven't really done this before, but I kind of figured out some technical things here. and I'm actually going to show you around inside my Patreon page. So here we go. Oops, lost you there for a second. Okay, lost you there for a second, but I think we're back now. Okay, I think you can hear me now. Sorry about that. I'm going to keep playing this just so you can see what it's like. Okay, so that's a little bit of the kind of solo piano videos. And sorry about the audio before. I'll go back and play some of the stuff from before that didn't work. But you can see there's quite a few of these that you can access. Yeah, there's really quite a lot. So yeah, these are some of the exclusive videos. What should I play now? I'm gonna play one more for you. I think. Oh, this is a clip from a concert. Sometimes I share clips from concerts. This was the Carla Blayton Lawns. Okay, so there's that. So there's, about 100 performances there you can go through. And I thought I would now share this, and then at the next tier, there are, it's called the Complete Masterclass Collection, which I know it's a somewhat pretentious name, but you know how it is. And this is, how many videos is this? This is 51 videos, and they're all pretty detailed educational videos. These are things that I've gone over in private lessons, and just things that I've practiced, and things that I think are important to learn about. Some of the things are transcriptions, some of the things are practice ideas or improvisation ideas. And I have shared some of these on YouTube, but there's way more here than what's on YouTube. So here's a nice one. I'll share this a little bit. This is about creating voicings. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about an approach to coming up with voicings. This is something that's come up in a few lessons recently, and it seemed like it was an interesting approach that maybe not everyone had considered. And it's actually very relevant because one of the previous videos was about playing the changes, and it was a way of really knowing your scales. And I would say that this way of coming up with chords you'll see it's like the intersection of really knowing the melody and really knowing your scales. If you know both of those things, okay, so we keep going. And writing out some voicings here, blah blah blah. It could be worthwhile. This is something that I go over in a lot. 6 different voicings for the first chord of In Your Own Sweet Way. See, they are 6 different voicings, but you see how they all kind of evoke the same thing. See that? So that's just a taste of what the educational videos are like. So yeah, I hope that this might be interesting to some of you. And they are organized in even further collections. Some of them you could purchase individually. So I have this one collection here called The Private Lesson. And this private lesson, this is all educational videos, but they're things that I almost always go over in private lessons. This rhythm exercise, this harmony exercise, things about left-hand independence, about comping. Basically, you wouldn't need a private lesson from me if you watched all these videos. And it would be a fraction of the price of a private lesson. And this is all accessible at the Complete Masterclass Collection tier. And then one more, this other collection, here's transcription breakdown. So these are all the videos that break down transcription. So here's the Sullivan Fortner video, the Barry Harris video, Brad Meldau, Oscar Peterson, Art Tatum, Keith Jarrett, Bill Evans. I'll play a little bit of this since it's kind of Christmassy. I'll share a bit of this Bill Evans on Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I have shared some of this online before, but I'll just play a little more for you now. So yeah, that's it. A very cool ending, and something that you could kind of use on any tune. I'll play these chords. There's two parts. There's the chords and then the arpeggio at the end. So the chords are this. I'll go slow. So I would say that the kind of crux of that is this movement. Right, so the bottom of this is moving in half steps, and the top is this. Pretty cool. And that's something that might even sound familiar to my ear, that comes from Dizzy Gillespie. Let's listen to Salt Peanuts, because that's, I think, one of the first times I heard that progression.
So here's Dizzy Gillespie's group again with this masterpiece, But Jumps Like Mad, Salt Peanuts.
Great introduction. So that in slow motion, it was this. Masterpiece that jumps like mad. Love it. So anyways, that's about a 15-minute video. There's a lot of details there. And this, you could see all of this for 50% off if you want to check this out. So this is what's happening at my Patreon page, and there's new videos every month. Here's the most recent one. This is a video of my trio at Mesro last month, and I know it's on Mesro's YouTube, but it won't be there for long, so it'll stay here after they take it down. And here's a bit of Zhivago. So there's that, just to give you all a taste, and there you have it. Here, I'm going to come back now. We're going to get out of this preview mode. Okay, so I'm back. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. That was fun. I've never really done that before on YouTube, but I wanted to show you all what's happening there behind the scenes at my Patreon page. And yeah, now it's all 50% off. So if this sort of content is interesting to you, now is definitely the time to take advantage. As they say, this would definitely be less than 1 cup of coffee per month. And you'd be supporting me, and you'd be getting some cool content. I mean, you know, I'm out here making videos. I'm out here playing. So I suppose I'm somewhat of a content creator. I loathe to think of myself as a content creator, but I know where I stand. And but in addition to that, I'm also a content consumer, just like the rest of us. I love stuff online. I love educational content, and I purchase educational content from various websites, and I've learned some really, really great lessons on YouTube and other sources, mymusicmasterclass.com, Open Studio, Tonebase. I mean, I've learned great lessons, and it's extremely valuable, all the resources online. However, there is a lot of noise on YouTube as well, and I suppose I'm far enough along that I can kind of sift through things that might be a waste of time. But even still, there's a lot of noise, and it can be difficult to just kind of curate your way through the ocean of YouTube educational content. But here, on Patreon, you'd be getting something a little bit more special than just what you could find on your typical YouTube search. So now would be a time to join. Holiday sale. Okay, I'm going to play a little more. Let me take this logo down. I'm going to play a little more, unless I have a few questions here. Oh, Pirlo, hey, thanks for signing up. My little Eric. Hey, Eric. If that's the Eric that I know. Hi, Eric. I don't know My Little Brown Book. The Duke tune? Man, I should know that. That's terrible. Thank you. I'm going to definitely learn that. Oh, and there's another question. Before I answer the question, I'm going to play a little bit. But keep the questions and the requests coming, because I'm going to be here for a little while longer, and we'll just go with the flow here. So I had a request for Whisper Not. I'm going to play Whisper Not. Okay, that was Whisper Not by Benny Golson. Thank you for that request. That is a really nice tune. Okay. Umi. Hi, Umi. Oh, the 50% discount is not only for new members. Oh, wait. Maybe it is only for new members. But an easy workaround could be if you just make an account with a new username, a new email address. So if any of you out there are already Patreon subscribers, okay, after this I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a break talking about Patreon. But if any of you there are current Patreon subscribers but want to take advantage of the 50% off, I probably shouldn't say this, but a pretty easy workaround would be to just use a different email address. Make a new account with the new email address. So consider that. That's what I would consider doing if I was a subscriber to my own Patreon page. Okay. Martin, can't tell you how many times I've listened to Nobody Else But Me with Melissa Aldana. Hey, thank you for checking that out. Yeah, that was super fun. That was right here. Melissa was right here, and we played some great tunes together. And yeah, actually, speaking of Melissa, I should take this opportunity to advertise a gig I'm super excited about, which is next week, for those of you that might be in New York, December 10th through 14th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right, Wednesday through Sunday. I'll be at Smoke here in New York playing for a whole week with a super sextet that Melissa put together. It's 3 tenors. It's Melissa, Walter Smith, and George Garzone. That's the front line. And the rhythm section will be myself and Linda O on bass and Bill Stewart on drums. So it's going to be a super fun gig. And if you're in New York, please come and check it out at the beautiful newly renovated Smoke. I mean, it's not that newly renovated anymore, but it's a little different than it used to be. It's quite nice. And if you're not in New York, I think one of the sets will be streaming. And you can watch. They have a really, really nice live stream set up in there. Nice cameras, nice audio. So you can watch it anywhere in the world. It's going to be super fun. And it's the first week of Smoke's Coltrane Festival. So every year they do in December, they call it a Coltrane Festival. And so we're going to play some Coltrane tunes. And I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be some tenor saxophone madness. And I'm super excited about it. So check that out. December 10th through 14th. And let's see. Someone says, you're never going to make money if you give your subscribers all the tricks. Haha. Well, I just want people to subscribe, really. And yeah, Martin, I think, that gig is going to be streamed. They stream everything at Smoke. They stream it super well. Okay, what am I going to do? I feel like I should play a ballad. I haven't played a ballad. I'm going to play a ballad and then maybe one other thing, and then that might be it for today. So what ballad am I going to play? Any requests for a ballad? Oh, actually, My One and Only Love. Didn't somebody request My One and Only Love? Oh, If You Could See Me Now. I think I'm going to play that instead because I feel like I played My One and Only Love before on a live stream. Oh, and We'll Be Together Again? That's nice too. But I'm going to do If You Could See Me Now because that was from a while ago. Pirlo, the concert is December 10th through 14th, I believe. So maybe see you there. And here is If You Could See Me Now by Tad Dameron. Okay. If you could see me now, if you could see me now. It's a nice song, yeah? Tad Dameron. Well, I think that is going to be it for me today. I think I need to go outside and get some air. Thank you for tuning in wherever you may be in the world. I know that I'm in Brooklyn. I think some of you are in Japan and some of you are in Europe, and who knows where any of you guys could be. But thank you for tuning in. And hey, if you enjoy this sort of thing, I don't do it on YouTube very, very often, but if you do enjoy this sort of thing, please consider supporting me on Patreon. And I'm going to give one more plug here. I'm doing this holiday sale, 50% off an annual subscription. It's a good time to get involved. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys somewhere. Thanks again for your support and for everything. All right, happy holidays, and until we meet again.